Hello, welcome back to another Xbox Series S video here on Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're checking out Assetto Corsa Competizione, running on a 4K screen. I am forcing it into 1080p my Xbox so that the upscaler on my TV will handle all of the upscaling, because I want to see how the Xbox Series S version performs on my Thrustmaster TX and see if I can get pretty decent image quality while doing that. So we're going to go over here to Spa, and we're going to jump right in here to a practice session. See how everything's set up. My wheel support and everything is set up to the exact same preferences as I have it on the. Oh wait, why is it in controller? We need to go to wheel. All right, so yeah, 100% gain. Dynamic dampening is 100. Road effects are 50. We got steer lock at 900 and steer scale is at 100. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this, and we're going to do some driving. So far, image quality is looking a little bit sharp. It actually looks fairly decent, to be completely honest with you. We got to silence that. Got to silence the alarm that is going to drive me nuts. It's weird, man. When I got a day off work, my my alarms are still set, so they go off. I forget to turn them off, because if I turn them off, then I probably won't turn them back on. But so I mean, you can see that the distant geometry and stuff is toned down just a little bit. Not too bad though. Not too bad. This works. I'm technically about 4 feet from my screen right now. So that there kind of has a little bit. You know what? Honestly, man, it does not look freaking bad. It really doesn't. It does not look bad at all. It's actually fairly quite nice to look at, to be completely honest with you. Now, this is a little bit strange because you are getting, I would say this feels really close to the Series X version in terms of like the physics and performance and stuff on the wheel setup. This is pretty nice. This is actually the first racing game I've played today. I've been trying to cover some other stuff today because I've been bombarding you guys with these racing videos because they're the only ones that are literally safe on freaking YouTube anymore. Everything else, you don't know if they're gonna be good or not now. Like, I don't know, man. I hate feeling like I've got to overwatch myself even more when I'm making videos. But I don't know, man. For the most part, wow, man, I honestly feel even on the Series S, guys, you can get in to you can get into some of these racing games, man, and just have a good time. This here, honestly, is probably the cheapest way into sim racing that is actually comparable. Now, I'm not noticing any frame drops or anything due to the fact that clearly my VRR support is running and working right now in conjunction with, you know, the automatic frame rate for this game is already set to 1080p. The thing you're going to notice the most on that is the vegetation is not going to resolve to a higher quality, like higher quality looking trees and stuff like that. There might be a little bit. There's definitely a lack in some of the texture work from the distance. Now this does look infinitely better, not infinitely better, but it does look a lot better when playing this on a 1440p monitor. But this is doable, man. If you need a big screen to be able to play this game, I see no problems with this from about 4 feet away. That's about how close I am to my screen right now, is about 4 feet. maybe 5-ish. Oh, I didn't slow down enough there. Maybe I was talking too much. I don't know. But yeah, for the most part, this looks fairly good, man. Like this is pretty nice. Pretty nice. For three, well, so my sim rig that I've got set up is the Thrustmaster TX on the Playseat Evolution cockpit. Between that and the pedals and stuff, the pedal set that I bought, I'm about $1,000, a little bit more than $1,000. You know, with the actual the sim rig, the wheel that I bought for my Thrustmaster TX, and then for the slider that I put on the Playseat Evolution. So because this thing is just not good if you're tall without it. If you're 6 feet or taller with the Playseat, you're gonna need the seat slider. You're gonna have to have that. Ever since I got that, it's been a far more comfortable experience to be able to get in here and play this. Yeah, man, like, oh boy. Now it doesn't look like super pristine, sharp, guys, but it does look. I mean, you can kind of see like aliasing on a lot of the straight surfaces, you know, from farther away. But I don't necessarily think it's terrible looking. The inside of the cockpit in the car and everything like that looks sufficiently sharp. Oh man, I did not even slow down for that one that time. Whoops. Didn't slow down. Yeah, we're kind of pushing it just a little bit to see what we can do. To see if it's a sufficient. But I feel like you got pretty solid control, pretty stable control. The sim rig works just fine on the Series S. Like, this is the cheapest way into sim racing now. An Xbox Series S, Assetto Corsa, you know, you're one of your, like, I bet you would probably be okay with Thrustmaster's T248 or their other one if you're gonna stick to track racing games. I feel like those are sufficient. That T248 is almost as powerful as my TX, and you don't necessarily need tons and tons and tons of power. But you definitely do want something that's a little bit better than like any of the entry level wheels, like the T150 or the TMX or anything like that. I don't think they make those anymore. I think it's a T128 and a T248. The only experience I have is with Thrustmaster, so that's really the only thing I can advise on. I do know for a fact that the more you spend, the better the equipment gets. But then there's I also feel like there's a fine point where too much, like some spending is just extremely unnecessary in order to have a good experience. And I feel like some of those brands, you might be paying more for a name than you are actually a driving experience too. Like, I do feel that way. Even Thrustmaster's top of the line stuff, you know, their TGT or whatever, I don't feel like that high of a step, or the TSSW or whatever, TXSW. I just don't know if that cost is worth it, because it's basically the same technology with just a little bit stronger force feedback. So I don't know if that's really super necessary. So, all right, man, there's this video. Hope you guys liked it. This does look pretty dang good on a Series S on a 4K screen, forcing your TV to upscale the image. I have to stress that you have to force your TV to do the 4K upscaling for you, because if you set your Xbox to 4K, it is sending your TV a 4K display or a 4K signal. So your TV is going to display that 4K signal. And yeah, in my opinion, this works better. This works a lot better. It looks better. It sharpens things up a lot more. You're not seeing any of the fuzz that you would normally be seeing from like a distorted picture that's a 4K image that's just being blown apart, that's being stretched out. This looks better. This looks a lot better, but it does, you still will have the alias and going on, and that's because, you know, I mean, like the 1080p, obviously. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. We will be making some more videos like this as the year goes on, stuff to help you maximize your purchases, to help you have a better experience with your Xbox, your PlayStation, or your Xbox Series X, your PC, whatever. We are trying to find the best way to enjoy our games and have them look good with the budgets that we have. So thank you for watching. We'll see you guys later.